Rescuing damsels in distress wasn't his thing. Kai left that to the knights in shining armor. Granted, there weren't many of those left in the world, armor or not. But that wasn't his problem. That's what he kept telling himself every time Cass Wilde insisted he had to meet Juliana Monroe. According to Cass, the girl needed his help. She was going to lose her ranch if someone didn't step in, and the poor thing had lost her parents at such a young age, just 18. Kai listened, nodded, told Cass to have Jules call him. He wasn't averse to having her as a client and giving his financial advice. That's what he did for a living. At least, that's what he told people. But Kai didn't really need to make a living. He had so much money hoarded away in various accounts around the globe, it would make the Rockefellers drool with envy. He offered financial advice to people he liked and trusted, mostly because he was good at making money grow and it was fun. And in his mind, he thought all the members of the Wilde clan resided in both of those camps. But despite Cass's mention of Jules nearly every time he saw her, even just casually, the phone didn't ring. So, he didn't worry about it. Clearly the woman didn't want his help. The damsel might be in distress, but she obviously didn't need rescuing. Or she thought she could rescue herself. And, who knew, maybe she could. Either way, she's not my problem. And then he heard her sing. He didn't know what had come over him, but the minute she opened her mouth and sang the first note, he'd been utterly captivated. He was still bewildered by it, even now, and had been cursing himself since for going to the full moon the night before with Zach. Jules had rebuffed him at the bar and refused his offer of help. Her prerogative. He figured he'd just have a few drinks, talk to the Wildes for a while, and head home. But then she'd gotten up onto the stage, and somehow he forgot all about her rejection. She'd been a beautiful woman before she went up there, long chestnut hair that fell in ringlets halfway down her back, chocolate brown eyes with little gold flecks that seemed to flicker when she was mad. Which was all the time. But her voice had transformed her into something unearthly, almost angelic. It had disarmed him completely. Kai found himself drawn to the stage like steel to a magnet. Cass and her kittens had provided him with an excuse to see her again, but as he sat in his living room waiting for Jules to arrive for dinner, he had to admit he would have found another reason if one hadn't presented itself. He didn't just want to see her again, he had to see her again. And he couldn't for the life of him figure out why. "The car is here, sir." Kai glanced up to see Sebastian standing in the doorway, announcing Jules' arrival. The old man quirked a quizzical eyebrow at him when Kai didn't move or speak at his announcement.
To keep listening to this audiobook, I've left you a link in the description so you can do it, at no cost thanks to Audible's 30-day free trial.